back to another episode of World of Tanks with Guinea Titan, and we're on Himmelsdorf, and I'm in the 50 TP. I won't attempt to pronounce the word after it. It is the Tier 9 Polish tank. It's a heavy tank, and it is a pretty decent tank. I hadn't the top gun actually when I played this particular battle. I have since unlocked the top gun. Its two biggest problems is, well, one of them is it's a bit on the slow side. Even as heavy tanks go, it's a little bit on the slow side. It's actually got decent enough mobility within its speed range, but it's not the fastest of the heavy tanks out there. So it can be a problem in the sense that where you go initially is a big decision. It's got a very important effect on your game. If you pick the wrong spot, you can be in real trouble because you can have trouble locating out of it. If you're in trouble, if you're overextended, you're kind of screwed. The gun is typically Soviet. It's a big punchy gun, not terribly accurate or any of those kind of things, but if you're in close it doesn't matter that much. However, it will struggle against heavily armoured Tier 10 tanks with heavy frontal armour. Or even some of the more heavily armoured Tier 9s. So you've got to be careful about that, and again about the situation you allow yourself to get involved in. Sometimes though you won't have the choice, because even the fully upgraded tanks like the E75 are probably faster than it. So we're up here on the Banana Road, sort of the heavy tank alley, and the enemy are actually outclassed. We've got the better tanks here. We should be able to push forward in. But however, I've gotten pushed forward too often here and not gotten support that I'm perfectly happy to actually shoot these guys from a distance, because we know we can put the rounds through one way or the other. And the other thing about the 50 TP is that people will often, and some people will, you know, there's a lot of guns that have no trouble punching through it, particularly the high tier tank destroyer guns with the very high penetration rounds. And some people do know the weak spots. But it's actually got, it's not that, it's got, how do I say it? It doesn't have that much weak spots, actually. It's pretty well armoured from the front, and it's decently well sloped. And there are people that don't know anything about the tank, and you can have trouble penetrating it. Particularly, I mean, you can be really a bully when you're top tier. Now, that's kind of true of any of the Tier 9 and Tier 10 tanks. But I think it applies very much to this one as well. Now, we have the Carnarvon and the Diamondback. Side armour is a bit the weak side of it. The Diamondback, I think, is putting rounds through the... He's going for my front track wheels, I think. Let's put it around through me. But the Mauer breaker has him down to 41 hit points, and I managed to miss. I hit the front drive wheel rather than inside the wheel where I was kind of intended to hit. However, he's not moving now because he's tracked. And this round will finish him off. The other one there is I should have switched to high explosives and just finished him using HE. I've decided to go after the Carnarvon. I'm taking shots from down the street, so the first thing I want to do is get out of there. Pick one enemy at the time and not fight, not be in a position where I've been shot at multiple enemies. And it has to be the Carnarvon, because if I went and fought the guys down the street, the Carnarvon would be free to come after me. So I can come down this side street and I can get behind the Tiger 2 that's holding up our line. And he is, without really exposing myself to the guys down the street, so we do a fair bit of damage there. And the Tiger 2, I think, decides that he's had enough. He doesn't hang around up there now. I have a slow enough reload as well. So he's actually going after the rest of the guys, so I decided I'd go after him, try and get the finishing shot. The Mauer breaker has died. And the guys down the street had their attention taken up by the medium. I'd seen that medium run in. To be honest with you, I'm surprised he survived the encounter with 3 tanks. However, that tank destroyer is not going for me. So the E75, so I'm going around the corner anyway in case the tank destroyer appears, and the E-75 still doesn't realise that I'm here, which is great because I'm getting free shots. Free shots. Now he knows I'm here. And he's just finally started to pay attention to me, although I don't know where that shot went or who he was aimed at. I was going after the E-75 and then I just spotted this guy. I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice. And I nearly didn't. He nearly got away with it. Sneaky little devil. Now the E-75 is put around onto my lower front plate. And then he's engaged. We're engaged at close quarters. I can't hurt him. I think he could probably hurt me if he fired at the gun hatches, the commander's hatches. But he's backing off. Because he's backing off, he's giving me the opportunity to shoot his lower front plate. However, explosions all round as the Himmelsdorf comes out from behind that side street that I was worried about earlier on. I was kind of hoping to get the E-75 finished with before obviously I had to deal with the Himmelsdorf. I was also kind of hoping that once I engaged the E-75's attention that the light tank, I don't know if the medium tank was still alive or not at that stage, but there was a light tank down there as well, will actually engage from behind. I didn't survive, and we're following this guy, who is closing in on the tank destroyers. Soviet tank destroyer that I haven't actually played. Borsig pops out from the side, and this guy finishes him off. And then, I'm not sure if he's aware of it, but artillery rolls up and just blows him away. Nearly missed. That hit the front of the tank, I think. And switch around, the final tank destroyer is dead. And that's it. Game over, and we have a victory. So we did pretty well actually in this battle, and let's see how we actually did overall. Thor de Berge, it's a good name. Anyway, 5 kills, 4,500 damage, over 2,000 blocked damage. We got a high caliber, ace tanker, and a sniper medal. This is how you get sniper medals in Soviet style guns. You get really close and you shoot them from point blank range, and sniper medals are no problem. It's actually one of the best ways in the game to get sniper medals. You just have a well-armored Soviet tank and just get into people's faces. If you ever need a sniper medal for some kind of competition, just get into people's faces with a well-armed Soviet tank and just blast away. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.